rather than a live demo, this is now a live debug. So from the last session, if you recall, and just as a catch-up, we're working CumulusCI, and we're working in the last session down here. We're working in this one, which is the post-Cumulus, and we're creating an implementation project. We were here kind of working with these flows, and especially this one, and we ran into this error. We've got issues with a file directory. So what I did was to take that and blow it into the discussion group. What's interesting is we scroll down, what we're looking for, there's actually one out here from November of 20. So thanks, Paul, for asking the question. Basically when they're adding a flow, and it's this one, what happens, and they're getting this one, no file directory. And what happens is when you read down and you look at the comments, is there's some problems with paths that are longer than 260 characters. And you need to try moving this up the folder a level or two. Here's how that works. I'm going out here, and I counted this thing, and it's 281 characters. So we end up having to knock off a bunch of these folders up front. So looking at my folders, what I've got is this is the one that we want to move. And so we're going to take and left click and drag it. And I'm just going to drag it up here into valued customer. And it's going to say, oh, it's open. You say, okay. So what you have to do is you have to go out here. So we're going to exit this. Then we're going to come and try it again. We're going to drag it from here, and we're going to put it in the valued customer folder. I still can't do it. So let's also close VS Code. File, drag this one down here, click exit. And let's try and bring this across again. So we're going to move the food implementation to valued customer. And it worked. And now, although this one is empty, if we drag down, we find this one, and we have all the information there. And so we're going to be looking here and seeing that's valued customer food bank implementation. So now we do is we reload GitHub, and it said we can't find it. So you say, okay, let's locate it. And now we're going to locate it by going down here. And instead of food bank here, what we're going to do is to go in here and look at users to valued customer to food bank and say select this folder. Select it. And now we're back up and running. And we need to open the repository in VS Code, Visual Studio again. It's going to come up, and we're going to say, yes, we're continuing to trust these authors. So we're going to go into a terminal, new terminal. We're here. Going to go back over to this. Going to grab this command, which is what we're looking for. Copy that. And I'm going to go back. We're going to enter it here and say, let's try that again. We made it further this time, but this is a different URL, different path. And this has a length of 284. So to get it down 24, turns out, how's this for magic? If I take this, that is 24 characters. So let me do that, and let's see if we can run it again. So this time, rather than being part of valued customer, I moved it up directly into my C drive. And restarting GitHub, it makes me go out and locate it, so I'm going to locate it. So I've selected it here. I'm going to select the folder. It's going to say it runs just fine. I'm going to go out and open it again. And I guess I have to do my trusted thing again, probably. Yep, so we're going to trust these. We're going to do terminal, new terminal. Going back out here and capturing the command, I'm now going to go back in, And you can see it's just running straight from the C drive into implementation. So I'm going to say, let's give it one more shot. And it worked, or at least we think it did. So let's go back up to the top. And what we're looking for here is the flow steps. And if we see it, we're looking for task update. Let me just drag this across so we can see it. A task update from current, a deploy pre, and then a flow npsp configure managed. So that's a good start. So let's stop there because the next steps are going to be building out a scratch org and then also committing changes, and that will finish this section. So that'll be a good next video. Thanks for watching, and I hope you've been more successful with yours.